dear students, very good morning you all. Your query is the most prominent for me in examination. Your query is related to the inflationary gap. The inflationary gap was developed by Professor J.M. Keynes. According to J.M. Keynes, the true inflation occurs after the full employment level has reached in the economy. The true inflation, according to J.M. Keynes, true inflation occurs after the full employment level has taken place in the economy. After the full employment level has reached, if the aggregate expenditure goes up in the economy, then it is obviously a fact that the prices of the goods or services will surely go on rising if there is no increase in output of goods and services. You should be cautious in this regard. This is a very important statement. If the aggregate expenditure is expected in the economy, aggregate expenditure is expected to go up in the economy. Aggregate expenditure is expected to go up in the economy during the particular time period, on account of which if there is no increase in output of goods and services, then the same output level would be sold in the economy at the higher price level. On the other hand, if there is increase in output level of goods and services by the same proportion by which, at the rate of which the aggregate expenditure has gone up, then the output level available in the economy will be sold at the same base price. This statement must be kept in your mind. The price will surely go up on account of increase in aggregate expenditure if there is no increase in output level, and vice versa. Question arises here, when the aggregate expenditure is expected to go up in the economy during the certain time period, due to which the prices of the goods and services are continuously going on rising because there is no increase in output of goods and services. If there is no increase in output of goods and services, but the aggregate expenditure has gone up, the aggregate expenditure has been expected to go up, so then prices of the goods and services will surely go up, and vice versa. So now, on account of increase in price of the goods and services, we find the excess of anticipated expenditure in the economy. This excess of anticipated expenditure, is known as inflationary gap. This concept was given by Professor J.M. Keynes. So now you should be cautious in this regard. You can easily consider this concept with the help of the specific and relevant diagram. Now, firstly write the inflationary gap. Now, if we have it to X ratio income and output, on the horizontal line and expenditure on the y-axis. This is the point of origin. Initially we have drawn the specific and original aggregate expenditure line, which have started from the point A. In order to decide the equilibrium, we have earlier taught you all, we have to take the help of the 45-degree line, which plays a prominent role to determine the equilibrium. So, we have to draw the 45-degree line. We have drawn the 45-degree line. Now, which is determining the equilibrium, original equilibrium at the point E. Here we find the equilibrium level of income is Y. Now it should be cautious in this regard that on account of increase in aggregate expenditure or on account of increase in expected aggregate expenditure, this aggregate expenditure line will surely go up, will reach at higher level, is shown as AE1. Now the line AE1 is indicating that the aggregate expenditure has gone up on account of increase in aggregate expenditure. We are getting the higher level of equilibrium. This current equilibrium point has gone up to E1, where we find the equilibrium level of income also has gone up, which gone up to Y1 from Y. Here we observe that on account of aggregate expenditure, the current equilibrium has gone up to E1, has reached to E1 from E. Now, question arises here, how would you justify the inflationary gap in this figure? Here, on account of increase in aggregate expenditure, expected aggregate expenditure, if there is no increase in output level of goods and services, then this higher equilibrium level of national income is not real, because there is no real increase in income, because there is no increase in output level. So therefore we can never say that it is real increase in income. This increase in income would be occurred on account of increase in aggregate expenditure and price increase. If there is no increase in output, then this higher equilibrium level of income is being shown on account of price rises or price increase or expected aggregate expenditure increase. But there is no real increase in output. So now question arises here, there is no increase in output of goods and services, but here the equilibrium level of income has gone up to Y1 from Y. It occurred only on account of increase in aggregate expenditure or anticipated aggregate expenditure. But now question arises, how to measure the excess of anticipated expenditure, which is known as the inflationary gap. Now here, initially aggregate expenditure was OA, but now along with the new current aggregate expenditure line AE1, we are getting that increase in aggregate expenditure is A1. Now here, this gap between old and current aggregate expenditure lines, we find the excess of anticipated expenditure, which is termed as inflationary gap. So now it is termed as between, that is the AA1. AA1 should be known as the excess of anticipated aggregate expenditures. Excess of anticipated expenditure. AA1 should be known as excess of anticipated expenditure, which is termed as inflationary gap by Professor J.M. Keynes. So now in this way you can easily draw the relevant diagram, you can easily solve and explain the concept of inflationary gap. If you have any other query, you can raise.